but Hawkeye is like the complete opposite. He's so just
For
human, just so selfless.
and for many reasons too. Obviously, he was a operative that he was an assassin, so obviously he had to become a ghost all the time. So part of
Right,
that modesty was also there to keep his family safe, not give away who he is or you know it's something that
or who he became, or
but I've been enjoying the transformation. Like I said, Jeremy Renner is one of I've seen him in other movies where I didn't care much for him, but ever since he's
right,
been doing the Avengers, I mean, he's brought this human side to Hawkeye that, I mean, it's like you can't help but like him. You know, like I
right,
said, he's
right.
becoming one of my favorite actors.
And I have been caught up in another show
Hmm.
that I don't know if you heard about. It's on Amazon Prime,
Hmm.
and it is called Wheel of Time. Now, this is based off a series of books,
Hmm.
and I believe it was by an author named Robert Jordan, and uh, it was like never read the series. I never read it, but I have had several friends and colleagues that have read the books and just raved about how good they were and how well written they were, and just mad rave reviews for it.
Yeah.
And so last year I found out that Amazon Prime was doing a TV show, and not a movie, but an actual TV show where they can really go in depth with it.
Hmm. Nice.
And I've been watching. I think I'm on episode 5 right now, and holy shit, it is
Okay.
so good.
Okay, I need to start
It
watching
was
that. You know what? I think I saw a preview for it when we went to see the Eternals.
okay.
I think
It is
it was one of the commercials that somehow Amazon got their commercial there. I guess through AMC. I guess obviously I guess anybody that pays AMC they'll run your commercials. But it was funny to see the Prime TV thing in front of a Marvel Disney movie.
right. I gotta say, is I so far everything that they've showed, I felt okay with, to a certain degree, with everybody in my house being there around to watch it. Now it's fantasy based, so there is magic, and there is some violence, and there is some magical creatures, and not all of them good. Some of them, it does show some gore, but
Yeah, I
you
can live
know
with that.
I
It's just
don't
when
know.
they're doing
It's
the
been
hibbity dibbities, as I know.
right, and I don't think there's been any any of the hibbity dibbity that I've seen
Okay.
that I can remember.
Yeah,
I mean, of
like I
course,
said,
you watch it.
that's the rule in my household. I guess we don't care if our kids grow up to be secret agents or whatever mercenary assassins. But hey, we don't want them to be perverts.
Right, right. That's the important thing.
It is, it's one of those good parenting tips.
But the show itself is so well done. It's really wow, wow. I'm really impressed. And then the next show I need to start watching is the next season of Hannah came out.
Yes, I try.
Season 3.
Yes, I got to catch up on that because I
So
I know I watched season 2, but I have very vague. I got to rewatch everything, but I remember I was really into it. Then it just disappeared off the radar. And I guess partly because I guess at that point in time I devoted my life to Lucifer and a whole bunch of other things.
that sounds so fucked up. Yeah, I just devoted my life to Satan.
No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no,
that's
no, no,
cool.
no, 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 no.
Don't look over here.
Okay, okay, okay. Before you go like Pato's a Satanist. No, I started watching the series Lucifer on
No,
Netflix.
nothing to see here, folks. Just your average Satan lover.
I
Just
mean,
keep moving, keep
there's
moving.
there's a reason why that motherfucker goes by Pato Morningstar. Anyway, no, I'm like no. Holy fuck. No, I'm just saying, if I'm saying anything, it's that I started watching Lucifer and it caught my attention. And then I just started binge watching that and I blocked out a lot of other stuff. And I did the same with Merlin too, which Merlin is an older series, but once I started watching, I couldn't stop watching till I was done.
I could not get into Merlin.
Oh, dude, it's cool. I don't know.
The first,
I thought that'd be
the first, I don't know, 2 or 3 episodes are just so hard. Like it's,
yeah, they
I don't
are.
know.
They are. You can't stand that motherfucker that plays Arthur in the first couple episodes.
Well, it's not just that; it's the way they filmed it.
Well,
It's
it's
like
because
they
the
didn't. It feels like they weren't sure that this was going to be a good show or not, so they didn't put a whole lot of effort into it,
and that came later.
and kind of cheesy graphics and
And that came later. Of course, you have to remember when Merlin first was done. I mean, a lot has changed in the last 5 years. I mean,
oh yeah,
when you look at the CGI from 5 years ago to now, and holy shit, it's crazy. It's ridiculous, man. Some of these new
redunculous.
redunculous, yeah. Holy fuck, man! I tell you, yeah. So this is some of the shit we've been talking about, and fuck, it's
We've been going.
crazy.
We cover so much different things. It's really wild. Uh, the few things that there are a few things that we don't usually talk about. Politics and religion are some of those, but then there are some times where we will make an exception.
Yeah,
Um, not very often, but if we do, it's usually not individual to one. If it's politics, it's not usually individual, like one individual party. It's usually the government as a whole. Um, and religion the same way. It's more religion, like as a whole, as a business, rather than what it's supposed to be.
yep. I mean, yeah,
But
we've covered some of that shit. Sometimes, like, oh gosh, right now that you just opened that window, I was like, ugh. Did you Oh gosh, did you see that TikTok video that went viral when somebody, I guess, bumped into this tel televangelist or television pastor and took a selfie with him and like, or a video, and he's like, "Hey,
call them a piece of shit.
dude, you're a piece of shit." I mean,
I loved it.
okay,
I loved it.
I'm sorry, but okay, you might be going like, "Dang, maybe Pato is Satanist." It's not that I'm enjoying this; it's just the fact that the more I've grown, the more I've seen, I'm like, I am convinced that what we've been taught by these nonprofit organizations is not exactly what the original scriptures meant. I think that,
Right.
and I think it's been happening since centuries. I think that by the time the King James version was done, and I don't know how many death threats I'll get because I just said that the King James version is flawed. But by then, all I'm saying is those were ways to control people. You know,
Yep.
hold
I
people's
I
immortal souls.
wholeheartedly agree with you.
You know,
It was
hold.
just like uh, talking about the other hot button topic. I just was listening to um, Crystal and Sagar on Breaking Points.
Hmm,
Which for those of you that aren't familiar with Breaking Points, it's Crystal and Sagar do a news program completely separated from all mainstream media. And Crystal, one of the hosts, Crystal, she's more of a Democrat, and Sagar is more of a conservative or Republican, if you will.
hmm.
And they discuss modern political problems, but they both talk about it and see their viewpoints of it. It's really, really interesting the way they do it. Anyways, they were just talking about a article that came out. I want to say in Insider magazine or something along that line, Insider or something or another. They did this several month long investigation into members of Congress and found that just about every one of them had broke major stock trading laws as far as insider trading goes,
Hmm.
and using their position as people on committees and boards, and the ones that sign the contracts with these companies that the government
All
hires.
the lobbyists, all those people going in there,
Yes, all
swing.
those people, and found that the main theme is not Democrats are corrupt or Republicans are corrupt. It turns out that all of them are corrupt, which is something we've been saying for a long time on this show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh,
And a lot of the times, it's a combination of politics and religion. How some people will use religion to influence your political views. You know,
Yep.
conservative
So
Christian. No, not necessarily. Uh, it
no,
is, but
it's I don't know. It's
it's
crazy. The way Pato has always said it is it's not the left wing or the right wing. They're both connected to the same fucking bird.
so who the fuck is the bird? That is the question.
Right. That's the question that you need to figure out.
My dad used to say it
But
was a council of 12 old guys somewhere in Europe that used to control
I'm
everything.
not saying that's necessarily wrong.
That
I think
was
it's probably more of like a council of 100. But yeah,
well, that my dad, this is my dad's back in the day. That's his thing. He was like, I am convinced that this world is run by 12 old men somewhere in Europe in some fucking hidden little village in those places where you're not allowed to go. He goes, and those fuckers make every decision of what goes everywhere. And okay, now don't get this. We're not spreading conspiracy theories. This is just something my dad used to say, and that.
right, right. Though I do love a good conspiracy theory.
Yeah, well, and it's so easy to spread them, right? I mean, all we
Oh
have to
yeah,
do is
oh
put
yeah.
it on the interwebs, and because it's on the interwebs, it's gotta be true.
It has to be.
Just like the way it's on television, it's gotta be true.
Well, yeah. I saw it on the news. It has to be true, right?
Yeah. Hey, come on. Eat shit. 10 million flies can't be wrong.
That's right.
Like,
That's right.
I'm just saying. It was said, it was endorsed by your local. I don't know.
The other thing, another thing, not to switch topics, but another thing that we've been discussing a lot in this past 4 years is Tesla and Elon Musk and everything that he's been doing.
No, like I said, the man's a
Because
genius.
I'm fascinated by the way the man gets things done.
I like him, but at the same time, I'm a little skeptic. You see, I don't see him as a Tony Stark. I see him more as Doctor Evil. Like
Well,
This whole Dogecoin thing right now. Every time he tweets Doge, and everybody rallies up behind it, and the price goes up 3-4 cents, and then boom,
yep,
all of a sudden, boom, the whales, the big accounts that have millions and millions, decide to sell. I mean, they all buy into it and they sell. Fuck. And it goes back down, and the little guy's here crying like, "Oh fuck this shit," I'm done with this fucking meme coin shit. But like I said, sometimes I feel like he's toying with people's emotions. Like he's part of that group that's, helping feed the whales. Because think about
right.
this: if you own a million, if you could buy a million Doge right now at let's say it's about 18 cents each. Let's say you have $180,000, and you buy 1 million Doge, and then somebody with influential capacities like Musk says something about, we're going to let you buy merch, not a car, but just merch. And then everybody's like, fuck yeah, and starts buying Doge. And it goes up by a couple cents. Like
And then
before all
and
this,
then you turn around and sell it.
and then they turn around and sell it. I mean, think about it. If you own a million Doge, every penny, that's like fucking what? Like $10,000?
Right.
So let's say that you need a quick $20,000 to $40,000, and you invest $180,000, and then by the time you're done, you come back with about 240. So you get your money back, and then another 40,000. But we're talking some of these whales, they own millions. I mean, it's insane the amount of money they're making with that couple pennies climb that Doge does.
Mm.
It's insane. I'd like to be at that level one day. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be cool,
But you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I just know that he's done a lot of cool things.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, Al Capone built the Chicago Memorial. I'm not gonna knock that. Bad people can do good things, but I'm just saying that I'm a little skeptical when it comes to Musk. I mean, I like him. I mean, obviously, PayPal is one of the. We got PayPal because of him. He was one of the investors on that, and he was one of the. He was involved in that. Tesla,
Well,
obviously.
I love his cars.
Well, and
I
Tesla.
love his cars.
I don't know. Lately, I've been looking at the Lucids. I don't know. I don't know if because they're built over here on my side of the woods over here on my neck of the woods, but
Right,
but
right,
I like them. But I don't $120,000 like them.
right. That's me. That's me.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then he came out with, when I see